How's it going, guys? JP here, and welcome to week number 20 here on Body Bags. So yeah, big week number 20. We've finally made it 20 weeks, and here's to 20 more. The film that I'm going to be reviewing today is actually another horror sci-fi style film, which for some reason I can't seem to get away from these on Body Bags. I actually was using the randomizer for this weekend. This one popped up, so we're talking about Splice, from the year 2009-ish, I believe, and I think it was 2009, 2010. 2010. This film's tagline is pretty awful. It's a secret experiment will break the laws of science and create an animal-human hybrid. That's the tagline. So yeah, pretty god-awful tagline. Anyway, this one, I remember hearing a bit about when it came out. I seen the trailers and stuff, but I always kind of avoided it, thinking it was just going to be, Hollywood garbage type of, CGI infested, typical Hollywood stuff. And it really isn't. This film is directed by the guy who directed Cube, I believe. So that's a plus right there. This one follows a couple. They're a couple. Who are also scientists. Now they have created a new species out of taking traits and characteristics of other animals, kind of combining them together to create a brand new species. What they want to do next is take that species and splice the gene with human DNA and create a new human hybrid, new species type thingy, which they do against the knowing of, the company that they work for. They basically do it illegally and secretly and against all regulations and whatnot. They're, not supposed to be doing that. So they create it and it develops fast. It grows from, an embryo stage all the way up to full adulthood within the matter of months. So basically what they're dealing with is teaching this creature, and they call it Dren, which is nerd spelled backwards. And they kind of teach it different things, and they grow to love it, and there's these underlying issues, and there's these relationship problems, and there's maybe some reveals later that kind of put their character into questionable. It kind of questions their character. So that's basically the story. You know what? This one I actually was expecting it to go one way, more like the species direction, and it really didn't. It kind of was its own thing, and even though it kind of has similar ideas as the species films and other films like that, I honestly didn't predict. This one was kind of hard to predict. I kept feeling like it was going to go in a different direction, and it never went that way. So I thought that was a plus. There is a good bit of CGI in here, but there's also a good bit of practicals too. Practicals mixed with CGI, which works a little better than just CGI, I think. It's kind of a, obviously there's an underlying message to the whole film, which is kind of, obvious and stuff like that. But at the same time, there was also kind of a different, where I kind of, at the end of the day, if these guys wouldn't have broke these rules and protocols that were set up for a certain reason, none of this stuff would have happened. So, it kind of goes to show that we have these protocols and situations where they probably should have destroyed the creature early on and stuff like that. So kind of a few different ways you can look at this one and think about things. At the end of the day, it's just kind of it's entertaining. It's nothing mind-blowing or nothing extremely new, but it is fun. And it is, you actually, kind of are invested in this little character, and you, the Dren character, and you you know, kind of, it's a sympathetic character, and you kind of, you know, it's a little cute alien thing. It's kind of, you know, you kind of feel bad for it and like it. So, that's about it for my review this week, guys. Splice, I would recommend it. Check it out. It's pretty fun. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I really did enjoy this one. So see you guys next week with week number 21, and we'll try to step away from the horror sci-fi world and go back to, you know, straight horror. So peace out, guys.